Each passing year, more families are ripped apart by tragedy. More parents are struggling to explain the inexplicable to their kids. And more teenagers are growing up in a world where gun violence is normalized. It needs to stop. Today, we are closing the market for military-grade assault weapons in Canada. We are banning 1,500 models and variants of these firearms by way of regulations. These weapons were designed for one purpose and one purpose only: to kill the largest number of people in the shortest amount of time. There is no use and no place for such weapons in Canada. So, effective immediately, it is no longer permitted to buy, sell, transport, import, or use military-grade assault weapons in this country.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau banning 1,500 different styles and types of quote-unquote assault weapons effective immediately. As of right now today, Friday, May 1st, 2020, these weapons are banned in Canada legally, at least. We'll get to that in a little bit. Now, if you want to see a full list of all the weapons that have been banned, I'll link to that in the description box below. It'll be on my website, so you don't have to worry about it going down or being taken down. It'll be there for you to see in full. Now, there were some pretty popular weapons in this list. I saw the Daniel Defense DDM-4. I saw the Ruger Mini 14. It's like, brother, you're going to ban that? Why? The general gist of the whole thing that they're doing is trying to ban anything that is a rifle that may be able to chamber 223 or 556. That's pretty much it. That's what I was seeing. There were some other weapons on there, like rocket launchers. I know you can get that in Canada, but they were on there. Basically, it's 80-90% rifles that chamber 223, 556, rifles that kind of look scary outside of the Ruger 14, the Mini 14, but that's a different story. Now I'll move on. Anyway, this move comes as a result of the mass shooting that happened in Nova Scotia. This was a few days ago, I think April 19th or 20th. You had a gunman who killed 20 people at least. And he's had a bunch of fires in a bunch of different locations. He was shot and killed by the police up there. But as a result of that, Trudeau has come out and said, all right, we're going to ban these weapons. But really, you're not getting to the core of the problem at all. I mean, if you're going to be a gun grabber, which you shouldn't be, I mean, how about the handguns? That's where most of the deaths come from, right? A lot of these gangs in Toronto and everywhere else, Vancouver. The violence from the guns comes from the handgun. Now, what he did say is that he'll be able to empower municipalities to ban handguns in the future. Oh, yeah. So not only is he going to ban your rifle, but also your handgun. Now, you can have a shotgun, but that's pretty much it. Now, he might ban that next if you get more shotgun deaths, or if it's like a rampage with a shotgun that happens a lot. Okay, so that's where we are right now. Now, like I said, if you're going to be a gun grabber, why not the handguns? It's kind of weird. I feel like the rifle is just a scapegoat, okay? You got other problems going on in the country that you just want to kind of sweep under the rug and say, oh, well, no, let's go ahead and ban the rifle. And the craziest part is that the police are still trying to figure out how the gunman in Nova Scotia was able to get his weapon or weapons without any kind of license. How did he get the guns illegally? I wonder how a criminal does things illegally. I wonder. I mean, they broke the law. It's just that simple. It ain't really no, and they're trying to figure it out. Ain't nothing to figure out. He broke the law. He got guns illegally. Okay, so that right there should tell you that the gun laws ain't going to work. If this guy who did the mass shooting did not get his guns legally, then, you know, gun laws don't work. What's the point in banning guns when you're still able to get them? Maybe the thought process in Trudeau's mind and in the mind of others is that if you can't get a gun in Canada at all, even legally, then the shooter or anybody else can't get their guns illegally. Like, they can't break into your house and get it. But you can still do things like, I don't know, smuggle them from the U.S., from different countries, Russia, China, etc. I mean, heroin gets over here in America, not from Mexico, not from Colombia, Brazil, Canada. It comes from China. How does that happen? Okay, so you can still get your guns if you want to. If you really want to do something, you can get it. Okay, and you got to have guns to be able to protect yourself. See, that's how drugs and guns are different. Drugs are just for your personal use, recreation, or to sell. But guns, you need that to protect yourself from guys like the gunman who was out there with his weapon, because what they mentioned, and they kind of don't want to talk about that much, is that he also was a firebug. He was setting fires all over the place. So what if he sets an apartment complex on fire in the middle of the night and everybody in the apartment complex dies? Or, you know, people are badly injured from the fire, from the burns, smoke inhalation, and everything else. Okay, I've seen people set nursing homes on fire. Now, luckily, wasn't nobody in it. I think that was during the Baltimore Frederick Gray kerfuffle. Okay, they set an empty nursing home on fire, but it could have easily had people in it. You know, the elderly people that were living there, the staff, and whoever else, family coming to visit them. So what are we going to do? We're going to ban sticks and stones because it could start a fire? I mean, is that where we're going to go nowadays? I don't think we should be able to do that. That doesn't make any sense. Banning these so-called assault weapons, which is not even really a real thing. I mean, if you want an assault weapon, talk about, you know, fully auto, nuclear weapon or something like that. That's not what's going on. These weapons are semi-automatic. You pull once, one bullet comes out. That's it. If you're going to ban those, then all you're going to do is just put regular citizens at risk. The criminal, obviously, because the guy in Nova Scotia did not get his guns legally, the criminals will still go out there and get their guns illegally. All you're going to do, Trudeau, is just turn law-abiding Canadian citizens into criminals if they still want to get their guns. Now, I'm not sure what kind of rights you have up there in Canada, you know, Second Amendment like we have in America. But here in America, I mean, you can't do stuff like that, or at least you shouldn't be able to do it. I mean, they have successfully been able to do so in certain municipalities, certain cities, certain areas where you can't have certain guns or you can't carry certain guns. Okay. The Second Amendment here is being assaulted every day. Now, I don't know what you have as far as constitutional rights or whatever in Canada to protect yourself against that type of overreach, but whatever you have, if anything, is being trampled upon right now. How are you just going to sign it? Okay, we're going to ban all quote unquote assault weapons. Meanwhile, criminals are still able to get their guns. And talking about, oh no, how they did it, they couldn't get it legally. Come on, let's just use our brain for a minute. If you want to get something bad enough, you'll get it. The best way to be able to combat criminals with guns are law-abiding citizens with guns. All right. Not to ban everything up under the sun because you feel like that'll make you safer, or it's kind of a reaction, a knee-jerk reaction. And I feel like he's doing this right now during this whole virus kerfuffle because people have their guard down. They're willing to accept whatever. They're scared. So it's like, okay, ban all the weapons. That'll make me safer, although it most certainly will not make people any safer. In fact, it'll make people less safe. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Justin Trudeau banning all these quote unquote assault weapons to make Canada safer, to make Canadians safer? Is it the right thing to do, wrong thing to do? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You know where I stand. I say it's the wrong thing. You're going to put Canadians in danger. You're not helping. You're taking advantage of the moment, and people are kind of scared. They get their guards down. They're willing to accept whatever to put in this draconian rule. All right. You've not banned the handguns yet, but that'll be next. Like he said, he has talked to municipalities. He'll give them the ability to do that in the near future. So no rifle, no handgun, maybe a shotgun. That'll be what you have as a citizen. Meanwhile, the criminal will come into your house with all kinds of guns, grenades, rocket launchers, rifles, handguns, whatever. He'll be totally armed and you'll be unarmed. So that's not really what you want. I don't know what you can do as a citizen up there in Canada to fight against it, but whatever you can do, please do it. You know, be safe. Don't be doing nothing crazy, but don't let them take your guns away, because all's going to happen is when that type of stuff goes on, the government just takes more and more and more from you because they know you're not going to put up a resistance. You're not going to do nothing. So, hey, whatever I want to take from you as the cosplayer in chief, Justin Trudeau, I'll do that. What are you going to do about it? But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.